So this is a worksheet from Mental Analysis Evolved course. This is something that I think is really important when we look at these trades. What else can we do to prepare for them, right? Like we talked about kind of okay, what do we do every day? And you kind of set out this range of things that could possibly happen, right? Where do these trades exist and all the stuff like that. So you set out this range of possibilities, and you're in the moment making one decision at a time. Before every single trade you take, and I think this is like a really good exercise that people do, not only for environmental standards, so the things like your office, what time you wake up, when are you day trading. I think there's good preparation and bad preparation in kind of everything, right? Quality of your action dictates the quality of your result, right? Whenever we take trades, I think this is something that you have to look at, not only existentially at your life, but also internally at your trading schedule and how you journal, your trades and what you're doing. So, for example, actually, you know what? Let's use you guys in chat for this one. So anybody, and so this is like an exercise I make the mentees do, and I think it's really, really helpful. Somebody can volunteer and just maybe give me an example of some bad preparation they do in the day, or some good preparation, and I can kind of counter that with some what would potentially be bad preparation. What would be something that, say, okay, you know what, I can even just use cluttered desk, right? Cluttered desk is not good preparation, right? That's actually the wrong one. It's bad preparation, right? You guys can list some other ones in chat if you'd like. Good preparation is like clean office space, right? Waking up early in the morning. Waking up early to trade. Trading during mental optimal states. 6 a.m. kind of thing, when your energy is high. Another good preparation exercise in the morning, right? Exercise to get clear. Oops. Just like that. Exercise. Exercise. Why can't I spell this ever? Isn't it like a CISE or something like that? Whoa, keyboard. Oh boy, we might be stuck on this one for a while. There we go. Exercise. That word is like the worst word in the dictionary for me. I don't know why I can't spell it. Exercise to have balance, right? Like these are forms of good preparation, right? Bad preparation, waking up late. What else? I don't really do any bad prep anymore. I cut all that out. So let me think about what I used to do. Eating a heavy breakfast was a big one for me, like eating way too much. Waking up, being stressed from previous trades, tilt, right? Waking up to failed trades. Starting work late in the day. Starting work late in the day. So then you look at what good prep existentially, like what would be conducive to a good quality set of actions, right? First off, before we trade, good preparation versus bad preparation. This is quite simple, right? Like this is mental analysis. Good preparation leads to good actions. So if we have clean office space, we're waking up early to trade, we're trading during mental optimal states, 6 a.m. and we've already exercised for maybe half an hour of the day, eaten a nice healthy breakfast. It sounds stupid, but trust me, it helps. Eating a healthy breakfast. Clearly the quality of actions we are going to take are going to be good quality, right? So if we have good quality actions because we have a good conscious clear mind and we have been able to set our day up for success, we're going to have a good result. It's as simple as that. Good quality actions lead to good results. This is what people have been telling you all your life, just in a different. Work hard and you'll get rewarded. Well, that's the same thing, right? That's the exact same thing. You work hard and good things will come to those who work hard, right? Same silly saying that we always look at. If you have bad quality of actions, it's going to be the same thing. You're going to make bad trades because somebody said in chat here, starting Immediately trading. Immediately trading, another terrible word. Immediately trading when you wake up. Immediately trading when you wake up is another bad quality. Like there's preparation in our day, which is going to lead to bad results, right? So this is very simple. Even before we start trading, if you guys want to do this for a living, respect what it takes. There is day traders who make anywhere from $5 to $50 million a year day trading. So, and there's junior traders who make $500,000 a year trading. There's junior traders who make close to $1 million a year trading. Respect day trading for what it is. If you're not willing to take it seriously and this action map looks silly to you, and it's like, oh, this is kind of haha, it's not really anything serious, or fine, whatever. You probably shouldn't be a day trader, to be honest with you guys. Your mental state and the quality of what you're willing to give this career is what you're going to get out of it. If you constantly find yourself making bad mistakes, forget the technicals for a minute, forget procedural, pull it back to what are you doing before those things even happen, right? So what is presetting your trades? What presets your trades is your mental state, right? So if you're not willing to take those steps, and if this looks silly to you and you think it's not important, it's not just some kind of filler thing that we do. Mental analysis is everything in day trading. The way we trade, the pros, they have good quality actions that lead to good quality results, right? They have good preparation. They take it seriously. They have high mental aptitude to make good decisions in the moment. And over time, you just develop it as a natural skill, and it helps you across everything in life. Because this is just, I'm sure you guys have seen the movie Rocky. When Rocky's not trying to become the world champion boxer, and it's a Hollywood movie, so that's fine, but it is still a depiction of how it really is. Same with pro athletes and all these things. I know quite a few pro athletes who are in the NFL or in different spaces in the world. It's the same thing for them, right? So I know athletes who are, say, Hall of Famers in the NFL. So I've personally spoken to them about stuff like this. It's the same thing for them. You watch Rocky, and we'll use that as an example. When Rocky's at the gym, just running a gym and working a 9-to-5 job just to do whatever, he's getting up at 9 a.m. or 8 a.m., eating his bacon, and he's going to the gym to open it for his clients. But when he's training to be a world-class boxer, you see him waking up at 4 a.m., drinking eggs and running across Brooklyn. Well, there's a reason for that, because it's called good quality preparation. It's the exact same thing. It's what athletes do who are at the top level. It's what we have to do as day traders. It's what everybody should do. So if you find yourself making bad trades, rewind the hands on the clock a little bit and look at where it starts. Don't think that, oh, I just have bad technicals. No, you probably have a mixture of bad technicals, poor procedurals, and inadequate mental analysis, right? So you start with the first thing that you can control that's outside of the charts, which is mental analysis, right? So we look at these, I call it a quality of action worksheet, or whatever you want to call it. If you want to be a pro in this thing, you want to make that kind of money, respect what it takes, because that's not money that we're talking about, money that less than 1% of people in the world make, right? So respect it, and don't assume it's all just so easy. We just know a few technicals, and I make it sound easy, but realize that I'm very seasoned at this. So I make it look easy, but it's not that easy, right? It gets that easy after you've done it for long enough. It gets that easy. So, existentially, you have quality of actions in your life that dictate your working career, right? So your working career will be very much a reflection of how successful you are able to craft a proper set of actions that allow you to have successful days, right? Like create something that allows you to have successful days prior to having successful trading sessions. And this is all a part of today's theme, which is how do we make money every single day? So before you guys worry about procedurals, what I showed you today, focus on this, right? This is the piece that starts before that. And then so we talk about it existentially. Let's talk about it internally, inside of our trades. Like, what's good preparation? Bad preparation would be guessing levels. And when I say guessing levels, it's like we look at a chart like this and we just say, a good example would be that 6240 level we just looked at a minute ago, and we say, where are we here? Right back here, and we say, oh, this is like a really good short right here. This is bad preparation, because all we did was look at one level and just say, that's like a great short. We should just enter this trade. This was not a great short. We have to negotiate with our charts, and we have to dig further and say, What could we possibly do? So where are we willing to take a trade? Because this, to me, I saw this and this was like one of 5 spots we could have potentially hit. Another one being valleys of the move, right? So you have something like this on a smaller time frame, right here, which is the kind of a local origin, and then you have a range inside of here, and you have a few things here, and you have this here. So if I do think that this was going to be hit, I'm going to negotiate and say, oh, if this was the level. So when you guys see me hit that level almost to perfection like this, and it hits, within a few cents, or what was the high, 62.29, and we had 62.46, so 50 cents away. Again, I make it look easy. It's not that easy. I have 12 years of doing this. So just, be careful, because then it's like, well, that would have been bad quality preparation to just kind of look at a level, pick it, and be like, oh, that's what I mean by guessing levels. Just like kind of seeing what's on your screen right then and there. Very blank state, like one action, one reaction. You have to negotiate and look further, right? For where you're actually your level is going to be, right? So like guessing levels, that's what I mean by guessing. That's bad prep. Taking trades because you think it's going one direction. So what this means is, oh, we're moving down. We should enter now. We missed our opportunity to enter. We should probably get in any time now just to enter the trade. No, that's incorrect. That's just like kind of trading the direction. You never trade a direction. Buy levels, you buy tops and bottoms, or you don't trade. As simple as that. If you were in this trade, took this entry, you saw it moving up, you got out, and you're now looking and saying, oh, it looks like it's going to short. I'm going to re-enter over here. This is wrong. If you got out of the trade, accept defeat, move on. Start looking for your next crafted trade. Start looking for your next crafted option. Here, we said that we would trade from here to here, and we make a quarter of a point, and it happens. Whether you took that trade or not, I'm not sure. If you took that trade now, you can look for your next entry. But like if you've already accepted defeat in the move on. Don't just trade a direction because it's going. If something is moving down, let it move down. Set your next moves up. Set up your next expectations. Go trade this level if you need to, right? Go trade that level and mark a different level. Go trade that. Start there. Don't just trade because it's entering your direction, right? Like it's pulling back for a reason. Let it pull back to where your final target should have been, right? Another form of bad preparation is trading. Simply put, trading first. Good preparation is setting expectations kind of for the day, like what we talked about, like one step at a time. So that's what I'm going to put here. One step at a time, right? Like one step at a time we trade. One chart at a time, one step at a time. Exceptions. No, it's expectations. Expectations. That should be right. Typo. Setting expectations one step at a time, right? Trading one move at a time and not having this overabundance of levels. Trading prior to kind of setting your expectations. Doesn't matter how good things look. If something's ripping down to a 4-hour level, and I said this about this trade, I said, okay, fine. You asked me if we should short here. I don't think it's good. I think this is a bit better. However, I won't take this trade because I'm just not prepared. Even if it looks good, it's like if you're not prepared, you're not prepared. There's another move in 5 minutes going to happen. Who cares if you miss this one for 5 minutes? Who cares? Like, are you willing to lose money over simply just being late to the party? Like, why? What's the point? Trading first without setting expectations, like one step at a time. That's bad preparation, right? A form of good preparation would be accepting that you don't have to trade, that you don't have to like that trade. This would be good preparation. Sometimes it's good as practice to just mark these levels and not take a trade and be like, man, I was good on that one. I do this all the time. I do this every single day. I just look at trades and I'm like, yeah, that was a good one. Good job for not taking it. But it's like I'm actually rewarding myself. I'm actually positively self-talking to myself to tell myself that, like, wow, you guys probably hear me all the time say that. I brag about my levels because I'm reaffirming to myself. Like I'm using positive self-talk to reaffirm that this was the right decision. It doesn't mean I need to be in the trade. Maybe it just wasn't enough money for me to make. Maybe I just saw this and I was like, it's just not enough money. It's not worth the risk. It might be the correct move, but for me, 0.23, I'm not willing to take that risk. Right? I'm not willing to go after a quarter of a point, like 23 points for what? Not for me. But it doesn't mean I still can't mark the level and be right and reaffirm myself, right? Like that's good preparation. Setting expectations one trade at a time. That's good preparation. Predefining the amounts you're going to trade with is good preparation. Predefining the amounts you're going to trade with is good preparation. Bad preparation is sliding your, what would you call this? Call that sliding your amount trading with. So haphazard amounts, right? Like just haphazardly sliding your trade. Oh, I want to trade $2,000, just ripping it over here. Assess the risk right here. What am I willing to take here? So there's 23% here, or whatever it was. We'll just call it 25 for ease of numbers. There's 25% here. How much would I be willing to risk to make 25%? I actually wouldn't be willing to risk anything for this exact reason, because if the trade starts to move against me, there's not enough profits that allow me to get out of this trade in a smart way. So I would not take this trade. I would look at the higher range, right? So then how much should I trade? Should I trade like $200? Should I trade 500? Should I trade 2,000? Maybe I'll go trade $2,000 on 100x when we go down to our level down here. This I like. This is a cool 59.88. That looks like a good spot to enter a large amount. So if I'm willing to do that, I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go 59.88. Maybe I'll just go like 89.20. Just get pretty close entry. Copy and paste this and put it on the books while I'm trading. I'm not going to set an order here like this, slide it to 2,000 and just leave it open ended and go, mess around for the day. That doesn't really make sense to me to do that. Like I won't just go and say, oh yeah, let's just trade 2,000 on that level just because, right? Like that's bad preparation. It's haphazard trading, right? Instead, I'll have this copy and paste it into my mouse. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to go and I'm going to say, okay, if we go and we target this level down here, so let's kind of create something here. So we're going to target this level here. We're going to come back up and short this level here. So what is this level? So this is what I want to say. I want to say, okay, what is this level? That's 60.89. So I'm going to sell at 60.89. I'm going to enter here, and I'm just going to be careful with this. So I have these amounts copied and pasted. So it's good preparation. If it never happens, it never happens. If it happens in the moment, fine. I can then, as we're falling down and we're getting closer to the level, I can click this $20 away from it. My order is going to get filled. And then I already have this here, so I can click this and just click here, and maybe I'll pick 60.89.57. So maybe I'm going to sell like pretty good profits, right? 60.79, for example. Let's see how much profits. 1.6% is probably going to be a 1 or 2 minute candle. Yeah, it's not bad. So I'll make like $3,000 on this trade. So I'll just copy this, and then in the moment, I can just simply copy that, paste it in the box that says like, oh, it'll say market sell or limit sell. Never market sell it. It costs you fees. Limit sell, hit that number and put it right there, and that's fine. Or maybe I decide this is the level up here. This actually might be the level that it targets. It kind of looks a little smarter, right? But this is a pretty strong level, 4-hour inverse level. That's pretty good. So then, good preparation. Right now, I'm ready to execute my trade. I'm ready to not have my order sitting on the books, and I'm ready to just put it in the books, hit paste, hit enter in the moment, and done. It's a good preparation by having your amounts predefined and prepared, right? Even right now. Let's go take a look at what's happening right now. Right now, we can go and kind of dictate a range. And then I would even actually look into this range here. I would even say like, okay, what are my possibilities? Let's prepare for all the scenarios, right? Let's do trading preparation, right? Okay, so then it's like, okay, here's a level here. This has already been tested. Kind of doesn't really make sense to go after this, does it? So we're probably going to test this or something inside of this here. I can go here and I can kind of go find my levels that it will target, and I'll maybe zoom in here. There's not really anything here, is it? This was the level here, right there. This is what it targeted, I guess. Yeah, that's what it targets. Okay, that's fine. There's not really anything there, and I know this is testing up in this range. Kind of don't really like anything in here. Can we target this maybe? I don't think so. Pretty close to what's already been tested. If we target what would have been an origin, yeah, maybe. So that would be the top of like the biggest sell we'll take. More likely we're going to short this right here for, more likely we short this right here. So then I have, my amounts predetermined. So I'll go like this, and I'm going to go, okay, 6521.47. So maybe I'm going to go like 62. I think it actually is going to get even greedier. I think it's going to go higher in this range. I think we're going to get a little greedier here, 65.54.99, like this. And I'm going to have this here copy pasted, ready to short. I'm not, doesn't mean I'm going to put the short in the books, but it's ready, right? So now I kind of have this like, oh, what am I going to do next, right? This is good preparation, right? This is like, you're ready, you're prepared to just simply copy. And this is my process. You guys will have your own process, but this is how I do it. And I'm constantly adjusting these because it also allows me to think, okay, we're going to go here. We're going to test this level. If it pushes past, I realize already that it's testing the range in here to ladder off this candle. So it's testing the range in here. Now it's about finding the next type of level, because there's other levels inside of these candles that are from back here, which I'm not going to talk about. They're not hold levels or something. I've never, butterfly effect stuff. So, but at least I'm prepared and say, okay, there's this right here, and I can kind of look inside of this range, just like I did here. I had this kind of preparation work and said, oh, that looks smart. Now, again, I wouldn't have taken this trade because there's not enough in it. But as I go here and I say, this level's tested, there's not really any bigger candles here. If we pull back from here and we kind of go something down here, like where's a untested level here right there. So now my trade can kind of be like this. Now I have a percent to make here. This looks good. So we hopefully we get the top of the range, and then we're going to re-long 61.84. That's the level that I already tested here. So we're probably going to test down in its range here. So there's going to be a level from the past, something different in here. So I'm going to go like 61.76, right? 61.76.51. Oh, not 91. Oh boy. So now I have 62 typo. So now I have my trade range already predefined. Like, this is good preparation because it's allowing me to think the trade through. This is good preparation. I haven't even taken a trade yet, but I'm preparing for what's potentially coming. So I'm doing good preparation, right? And then this is still could be a possible long right here. I would look at, yeah, that's a pretty good level right there. 76, yeah. So now at least I'm prepared. If this doesn't go up, it goes down here, and I've already got my level prepared. My target on the bottom side, if I was shorting, will also be my target on the bottom side if I'm longing, right? So I've got a prepared range. So this is good preparation, right? So like this, preparing a range, right? Definitely not three P's in preparing. There's not even two. Jesus. So now, like, when you look at this and take a look at how we could be trading, right? Setting expectations one step at a time, accepting that you don't have to take a trade. Just because I was right on this doesn't mean that the quality of trade is correct. Doesn't mean that there's enough to measure here for profits to even make sense. So like, why am I taking that trade? Doesn't mean I have to take a trade, but I could still be right. And it doesn't mean that I need to take the trade. And that feels good because I know that I'm on the right track and my mental state is high and I'm working well. So like, I've obviously nailed my levels to the T within a couple cents. And it's like, okay, obviously I'm trading good today. I know what I'm doing. Like, let's go with it. Let's trust it, right? So, and preparing a range, like, this is all really good preparation that's allowing me to successfully enter and exit trades very quick. And just continuously have that flow of, okay, I'm preparing myself to take these trades. And when one executes, I can just constantly keep this up. So I can just reset this cycle on the next trade. So if we end up going and buying this level down here and it's right and we were correct, and then it's like, we already know what to start setting up next. So we're not entering this trade haphazardly without, we've already done all the work. Now we can kind of just continue building that work as the day goes on, right? Now we can say, oh, here's a level right here. We could possibly target this for whatever reason, or maybe we target this. So when, we're going to go look at some bigger levels, we're going to pretend that this has come down and filled us, and it just filled us, and we're in that moment. And then so we can go here and we can be like, okay, so where's kind of our bigger levels? Like, what would we test in here? Well, this is the start of a range here. So then we can go kind of like this, and okay, that looks smart, 62.10, and we're going to enter down here. So what do we have, like 0.8 here? Come on. I'm going to measure like from 61.75. So we have like 0.6 here. It's not bad. Do I want to take 0.56 or do I want to try to go for the full 1%, right? So at least at this point, I can go here. I can take my point, my 56% or whatever I end up taking after fees, 50% or whatever, and then I can rebuy the hold levels. And I can already start setting this up like, okay, 62.11. Let's just kind of verify some things here. 62.11. Maybe we can go for an even greedier level in here. 62.11, and then we can kind of go like this, and we can put this here. So we have two trade ranges. So I can go like this now. So I'm going to enter long here as it's coming down. I can go 62.10. So I can go like 62.09.55. Sure, looks good. Might be a little too close. Maybe I'm going to go after the greedier range because this will ladder off this rejection up here. which could even potentially be something even smaller. So I can go here and I can say, yeah, there we go. Bang. Got it. I love it. I love you click a candle and you're just like, yes, that's the one. That's good preparation, right? So that's, we're going to ladder off of here. This is already gone 62.24. So I think we also have 62.20 there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something spicy here. I'm going to go reshort at 62.19.86. Copy and paste that here. So now I'm already prepared for when this happens. If it's a 1 minute candle, I just simply copy, paste it here, hit limit, bang, trade's done. So this is good preparation, right? This is like how you enter trade. So when you're doing this on a rolling basis every day as you're trading, you can see that your quality of action is going to be pretty accurate and it's going to be pretty good. And you're going to have the right decisions are going to be being made, which are going to lead to perfect results. So perfect results is the end goal, and this is the start, right? So then it's just your action that's dictating whether you get there or not. And your action is created by the good preparation. Well, look at bad preparation, guessing levels, taking trades because you're thinking it's going in one direction, trading before you doing any of this and sliding the amounts. And now even I'm going to assess how much risk I'm willing to take on this trade in any one given trade based on how confident I am that this is going to work. Otherwise, what is the other path if we didn't do all this preparation? We simply we're trading in the direction, we're sliding this to some random amount. We don't know where we're buying or selling. We're just going to close a trade when it feels good, right? Like this is silly. This is very silly trading. And this is why I tell you guys, like if you guys aren't willing to, this is your prep for every single trade. And then we had kind of an existential prep where it's like, okay, we also have daily prep, life prep that we do, mental exercises, mental prep, right? Like this is, very consistent of creating or will make you very consistent in creating perfect trades, right? Because like, look, this stuff's not hard, but it's just like taking the right actions is not easy, right? It's not easy to take the correct actions. So like, you build out these perfect scenarios and then they come true. The better you get, the more often they come true. So good preparation versus bad preparation is paramount to success, because I don't know anybody who's successful as a day trader I don't know very many people who make the kind of money other than the ones I teach, but then I teach them this, right? So the ones that I teach this and they take it seriously, that would be a better way to put it. The ones who take this seriously, the mental aptitude it takes to actually be a good trader, when you combine technicals with procedural analysis and understanding where to trade, and technicals being right, and then mental analysis and being able to exercise the things that allow us to do these things, you pretty much create a perfect trader, somebody who never misses a heartbeat. So then you're able to mark these rejection points every time and understand, was this good to take or was this not good to take, right? So now you're really talking about being, professional in your field. Yeah, and just so you guys know, sometimes I only take like 1 or 2 trades a day, and I'm charting for like 8 hours a day, just because it's just not the right opportunity. Without the right opportunity, I just don't care.